Don't have time to spell my name right? I won't spell yours right either. I work nights at this nursing home, and let me tell you, night shift brings out the worst in some people. There's this CNA named Beth who thinks she's hot stuff. Simple name, right? B-E-T-H. You'd think a toddler could spell it. But Beth acts like she runs the place. She wears this white coat like she's a doctor or something, when most of us nurses don't even bother with them anymore. She'll march into patient rooms demanding we give medications without telling her what they're for. She talks down to families like they're idiots and treats other CNAs like servants. My name is Genevieve. Yeah, it's French. And yeah, it's got some extra letters that trip people up. I get it misspelled constantly, but I don't lose my mind over it. I just politely correct people and move on. I even have this little trick to help people remember how to spell it. Working night shift with Beth was like walking on eggshells. She'd stomp around in those squeaky shoes, bossing everyone around. The administrators never saw her act like this because they're all home sleeping while we're dealing with her attitude. Every patient room has this whiteboard where we write our names so patients know who's taking care of them. Usually whoever goes in first writes everyone's name up there. Beth always went in first because she liked being in control. One night I'm making my rounds and I noticed she spelled my name wrong on every single board. Not like a little mistake either. She wrote Genevieve, which isn't even close. I figured it was just an honest mistake, so I fixed them as I went. Later I found her in the break room eating someone's leftover pizza from the fridge. Hey Beth, I noticed you spelled my name wrong on the boards. No big deal, I fixed them, but for next time it's Genevieve. She didn't even look up from the pizza. I don't have time for that. Not sorry or thanks for letting me know. Just, I don't have time for that, in this nasty tone like I was bothering her with something ridiculous. That's when something clicked in my brain. If she doesn't have time to spell my name right, then I don't have time to spell hers right either. Beth was assigned to like 12 patients that night. I was only assigned to 6 because nurses have different responsibilities, but that meant she had her name on 12 whiteboards throughout the building. I waited until she went on her smoke break. Yeah, she took 3 smoke breaks per shift while the rest of us covered for her. Then I went to every single room she was assigned to. Room 204, changed Beth to Bethany. Room 207, Elizabeth. Room 210, Bethel. I got creative with it. Bethann in 213, Bethesda in 215. My personal favorite was room 218 where I wrote Bethlehem in big letters. By the time I was done, I had used 12 different variations of her name. Some were real names, some were just whatever popped into my head that started with Beth. The next morning during shift change, I'm giving report to the day nurse when we hear Beth absolutely losing it at the nurses' station. She's yelling about how someone vandalized the boards and how disrespectful it was. The day shift supervisor walks over to see what the commotion is about. Beth is waving her arms around, red-faced, demanding to know who changed her name on all the boards. Well, the supervisor says, looking at the boards, these all look like reasonable variations of Beth to me. Maybe whoever wrote them just wasn't sure of the exact spelling. Beth pointed right at me. She did it. She's mad because I didn't spell her stupid French name right. The supervisor raised an eyebrow. So you're admitting you misspelled Genevieve's name first? That's when Beth realized she'd just told on herself. Her face went from red to purple. She started stammering about how she didn't have time to worry about spelling when she had so many patients to take care of. Interesting, the supervisor said, because Genevieve only has 6 patients and managed to spell everyone's name correctly on her boards. You have 12 patients and somehow only misspelled one person's name, the same person you're now accusing of retaliating against you. Beth opened her mouth to argue, but nothing came out. The supervisor continued, maybe if you spent less time on smoke breaks and more time paying attention to details, this wouldn't be an issue. From that day forward, Beth never spelled my name wrong again.